It's kind of like a second home to me.
You don't have to worry about I don't know, trying to act cool or anything.
This is our safe space and just be ourselves and have fun.
That's what Angel Shed Drama Club means to the teenagers who come here. And leaders of groups like this say they're needed more than ever.
The young people of this generation have had the toughest time. Angel Shed works in an area which has one of the highest child poverty rates in the UK, and that's before then you had COVID hit, and then following that up with the cost of living crisis. It's just one thing after another for young people.
In fact, a recent survey by the charity UK Youth found over half of young people in the UK say their mental health has been negatively impacted by the cost of living crisis. Hearing these teenagers talk about it, they sound awfully grown up.
As a kid, as a teenager, I shouldn't really be worried about these things, but it does worry me a lot.
I'm trying to understand more about money and how to save up on it and all of that. So
We're not the biggest part of it, but it's affecting us as well in small things like food's going up, you probably have to take less long in the shower and stuff, I know you do.
Yeah. School trips have gone up in money. Kids don't get to experience the same things they had to experience before because money from school trips has gone all the way up.
It spreads the gap between higher class and lower class. I think that everything should be fair.
That's something actor Ben Bailey-Smith would agree with. Having been a youth worker himself, he's joined forces to campaign with UK Youth, who say funding for youth services has been cut by £1 billion over the last decade.
One of the easiest things, I think, to forget about for people is youth services. Because teenagers, throughout history, teenagers have always been vilified. They're trouble, But actually, we've got ourselves into such a fix now in the UK that it could be this lot who saves us in 10 years' time with their ingenuity and their fresh ideas. So investing in young people is an investment in yourself. It's an investment in this country.
The government says they realise how important places like this are, and they've recently announced extra funding of £100 million. But campaigners say even that's not enough.
We do as much as we can because, there are people who are in charge that want to do this, so we can't really do anything, but...
The people in charge were here right now, so Prime Minister stood here. What would you say to convince him to spend more money on places like this and protecting them?
Do something, please.
The way of the world is young children, we're the future. The coronation, it was so much money. And I think that, instead of having that big, flashy thing, you could help people who are struggling, help, do stuff like this that actually helps the community.
3, 4. You can't put a price on what this place means to everyone here, but the reality is there is a price on keeping it open. Unless a way forward is found, the curtain could be coming down on these kind of groups right across the UK.